Hey, I'm Charting Man Dan, trader and technical analyst for the last 13 years. In this video, we're going to check in on the markets as we follow up from yesterday, looking for AI bulls to show up. They certainly did. And we'll check in on the ideal day for the bulls and why that was the case, and a couple little observational clues. So bulls following through today, and what was most notable for me is it was exactly what bulls wanted to see, in the sense of yesterday I talked about how we were watching for the laggard names to try and step up for the bulls, saying the broader market is positioned really well if all of our weaker sectors like XLU, XLF, IWM can put in a bottom, and they still have proving to do, which we'll look at. But today was a day where the laggards played catch up, and for the first start of the morning, I'm looking around at Google flat, Microsoft flat, Apple flat, Amazon played laggard catch up. It's been weaker than its peers. But while that was happening, growth names, ARKK, AI, they all shot up. IWM was a lead bull. XLF was a lead bull. So again, it's the sectors that have been weaker on this bounce so far took their turn, and that just builds confidence and increases probabilities that these names can confirm the daily uptrend once we top out. Just one little observational clue, IWM and ARKK, when you see a chart hold 1 minute EMA 12, that shows a really strong trend. When you see it not even touching 1 minute EMA 12, that to me means automated buying. So here we did not touch 1 minute EMA 12. And again, this is as fast a moving average tracking the price as you can have, not really, but one of the fastest. And we didn't touch EMA 12 for 30 minutes here. And you look at ARKK, same period in time, we didn't touch 1 minute EMA 12 from 9:57 really until 10:44. So 45 minutes, we didn't even touch 1 minute EMA 12. Again, what does that tell us? It's assumption from me, but my assumption is automated algo buying is taking place. Can't get any stronger than that. And so the bulls owned the morning on those moves. So where do we stand now? SPY, gap fill level 438.43. Haven't filled it just yet, but we're keeping an eye on it. And we still have to confirm a daily uptrend as far as I'm concerned. So now that we've gotten a few days of bounce, again, keeping in mind that I'm more of a short-term mindset, I've had the long swing lean for the bulls the past couple of days. Now I'm getting ready for the daily consolidation, and I'm watching for it tomorrow. And we have the PPI reaction tomorrow pre-market. I'd love to see, my ideal scenario would have been a strong close and then a gap up open tomorrow to look for profit taking and to look for shorts, because that would have had me really confident to be looking in that direction. But don't have that set up with a strong close. So keeping an eye out, if we see a PPI bull reaction, maybe we fail the high of today or break it with zero follow through. And if it's a bear reaction to PPI, we're going to be looking again at the start of daily consolidation. And the next major question, end of this week into next week, and financial sector earnings will be a factor, is can we confirm daily uptrends when we top out on SPY? Do we get the higher low and higher high? And do we get that on XLV, XLF, IWM, ARKK? We're watching for it on all those names. The NASDAQ got right up to our 2-day downtrending resistance line. And again, I'm watching this on a number of names. Microsoft, right up to that level. Just a visual guide, watching to see if we top out and continue to tighten up. And so looking at the NASDAQ, I'm watching the futures chart for potential hourly rising wedge. This will be in play tomorrow. It's a beauty. So again, even if we have a bull reaction, possible that then leads to daily consolidation. And then we're going to scout a daily higher low on the NASDAQ with lots of space for that to form, watching the retracement size. So definitely took some profits today in positions like AI. We'll get to that. NEE, CCJ, didn't take any profit there. Already have the past couple of days. I think that's where the profit taken was today. NVDA, I'm starting to look bearish. We're looking for a weekly lower high as the most likely scenario. We are in our previous resistance zone, and I'm watching for the possibility of a 4-hour rising wedge. If you will remember, back a month ago, we were watching Microsoft, Meta, a bunch of those names for 4-hour rising wedges to set up those weekly lower highs. This is what I'm watching on NVDA. And let's just take a trip down memory lane. Microsoft, 4-hour time frame. Looking back in time. This is very sloppy and fast, but you get the idea. Rising wedge bear break, weekly lower high set. I'm watching for something similar on NVDA, but I have to see the NASDAQ starting daily consolidation to have any confidence that NVDA is going to see daily consolidation. AI, couldn't have asked for a better day for the bulls. Again, remember when I was talking about AI every single day and then I didn't talk about it for a month? That just shows that's exactly what you want to be doing as a trader. You want to be focusing on a name when its daily volatility is this significant and talking about it every day and trading it actively and watching it, and then compare the daily volatility over the last month. It's essentially almost half as much of some of the ranges on these candles. And then we see it's getting really tight. We know a break is imminent. That's one thing about technical analysis. I know all of you that are watching this are not big doubters of technical analysis, but I don't understand how you just have to have a really closed mind, because it's so easy to look at a setup and not necessarily predict whether it's going to be, a bull or bear break, but just to be confident to be able to say volatility is coming. And the amount of times I'm able to do that, clearly there's something to it. But bull break on AI, daily lower highs broken, weekly bounce underway, monthly higher low trying to shape up, ton of proving to be done, and watching can the bulls confirm a daily uptrend when we top out. The morning started and I said, I want to see 6 million shares traded today. And we got 11 million. Far exceeded my expectations. Took some profit from an entry in the upper 24s. Took some profit where? Mid 25. Now upper 25s, mid 26. I don't know. I took some profit. Still got 60% position. I will leave some for the daily trend change attempt. But anytime you give me 9% in an hour or an hour and a half, I'm always going to take profit. NEE, daily bounce follow through. Key level to break was 50-50. Bulls pulled it off and got an extra 2% of follow through. What stood out to me was NEE relative strength compared to XLU for the first day in a long time. I was watching that falling wedge last week. Didn't end up being a good falling wedge, but this is exactly what bulls want to see, is the relative strength start to return. XLU, remember, the bear flag confirming with 0 follow through. Nothing but bulls since that moment. And NEE, we're going to look for resistance of 53.95. We're going to look for a top of this bounce. And then the question is, can the bulls confirm the daily uptrend? Same as so many other places. Tesla, bull move here, but this is time to start scouting anything under 279 to be a weekly lower high. First step for the bears would be confirming an hourly downtrend if they're able to pull that off. But again, as we know, earnings that are now in 6 trading days, whatever, are going to dictate the direction of this break. But bears can still keep an eye out for a potential weekly lower high into this resistance in the mid 270s before we get there. The dollar weekly consolidation is official, but the bulls did defend daily support. We'll see if they can hold this level tomorrow. And again, if we do hold it, or even if we don't, as long as there's no follow through, we're watching for the potential next step, as I talked about in the video yesterday. If we see all these names see daily consolidation and try and confirm uptrends on these sectors that we're watching, does that mean the dollar bounces and confirms a daily downtrend? So that could potentially align. If I am looking short on NVDA, if I am taking profits in long, I want to see the dollar bounce on the daily. 10-year weekly consolidation not underway yet. Keeping an eye on that. 12-hour bounce. Pretty much a 4-hour double bottom. So bears have to follow through on the 10-year into weekly consolidation. We'll see if the bears can confirm a daily downtrend if we bounce from here, same as what the dollar is watching for. But we're more confident in the dollar because the pullback was more significant, created more space for that lower high. And gold, the metals, still hanging on, but watching the 4-hour uptrend and knowing that if we lose it, Daily consolidation, knowing we haven't confirmed a daily uptrend yet. Silver's just sideways. Beautiful equilibrium. Break coming tomorrow there. CGC, we got our bull break at the 4-hour falling wedge. At one point today, we were up 12%, but we did reject from daily resistance, which aligned with EMA 12 resistance, pulling back just under the daily lower high of 80 cents. And it is a bit more pullback than the bulls want to see, but at this point, it will be an attempt at a 4-hour, I was going to say inverse head and shoulders, but with extended hours, we did take off extended hours, and it's a 4-hour inverse head and shoulders attempt. Bulls still have proving to do, but certainly nice follow through from that bullish pattern that presented itself. MSOS, daily stair step bull break, but still very weak at this point. I need to see the bulls over 745 if they're even going to prove a thing to me. So very weak bounce at this point. Healthcare, nice follow through, plenty of space for a daily higher low to be the result of the next consolidation. Can the bulls confirm the daily uptrend? 5-day stair step pattern, higher low every day for now, as the bulls attempt a longer term 2-month higher low. But we don't even have a daily uptrend yet. So again, that's the next step. XLF, creating more space. Good sign for the bulls. Inverse head and shoulders attempt is coming. Anything under 33.69 is a lower high. And the big question into next week, can we confirm the uptrend? IWM, same deal. Inverse head and shoulders attempt. If we top out here, can we confirm the daily uptrend? ARKK, same deal, except we broke the lower highs, but still have to confirm the daily uptrend, very similar to AI. Oil sideways on the 4-hour. Just mark those sideways levels and patiently wait until one or the other breaks. Couple little supports, couple resistances, sideways and tight. If we get the bear break, the daily lower high is set. Yet another name, like the metals, like these sectors, that still have to confirm a daily uptrend. And natural gas sideways on the 4-hour as well. Battle here, if it breaks bear, daily consolidation to scout a higher low. If we don't break support, bulls keep their complete control. All right. That's it. Do good things. See what tomorrow brings. PPI, CPI, Fed minutes. CPI is tomorrow or Thursday. And then financial sector earnings, employment on Thursday. Handful of headlines, handful of fundamentals coming.
But you sniffing.
Yes.
But you sniffing.